Good morning. I am Mark Martha, one of the owners of MPM Bookkeeping, and welcome today back to our QuickBook Basics program that we're running. And today what we're going to do is continue on with the banking section. And we did look at a few things in the previous video. Again, today we're going to review some new items and some other things we looked at before. This is the area where you have items downloaded from your bank on a daily basis. And again, there's three categories: for review, which means you're reviewing the items; categorize, which means you've already addressed these and taken whatever action is necessary, and they would go in here; and excluded means you have eliminated those from the bank feed and your books. So what we're going to look at here is the area down below, which is where all the items have been entered into your bank feed from the bank on a daily basis. Again, if that doesn't happen, you can always go up to the top where it says update and manually update your bank feed. You also want to make sure you check with your bank in advance before starting with QuickBooks that they're able to sync with QuickBooks in order to do this. Otherwise, it can be sort of a hassle getting those in there. So the first thing we're going to look at is what is across the top here. Date, this is the date of the transaction. Description, self-explanatory, who it's from, basically. The payee, again, the same thing. The category or match, where you would categorize that into which area in QuickBooks. Spent, that's money you would have spent. And received, that's money you would be receiving. And this is the action that would be taken. So let's just go through and look at just a couple of these quickly, and I'll go down through here and let's look at this one. This is a match. What that means is QuickBooks, when these come into the bank feeds, they look for something that's already been inputted in your QuickBooks books that would match that feed from the bank. For instance, this is showing us that Mahoney Mugs, you had a bill for you had spent $18 and let me get back to this. Mahoney Mugs, $18.08. And they're saying they found the match. So let's take a look at this real quick, what it is. They're saying they found a check. You've written a check to Mahoney Mugs on 8/4 for $18.08. And this shows it was 8/4. QuickBooks looks at the date and the amount and the name, or the things they really look at, really the date and the amount, to do a match. They're saying they found something that matches this. So what we'll do is we'll say, okay, we will click the match. That takes it out of your bank feeds, and we'll put it in the categorize section. Let's see if it went up there. It did. So QuickBooks has now categorized that into your books as accepting that. So let's go down to another one, maybe one that is an add, not a match. Here's one from Hicks. No, I'm sorry. Here's one from Hicks Hardware for $24.38. And let's see if we can find a match to that. You can actually check to see if there's a match. It does say there is a Hicks Hardware for $24.38 it's found. And we'll go ahead and add that to our books. Again, that will go from here up to the categorize section. Let's look at another, maybe Books by Bessie. This actually says there's two matches found. One is a payment from Books by Bessie for $75. Another one is simply an expense to Pam Seats. Now, the bank detail coming from the bank says it's Books by Bessie. You can always, by the way, log into your bank and check the checks if your bank will post a visual copy of those checks to confirm who it's from, or if it's to confirm it actually is Books by Bessie. But this looks like it's Books by Bessie. So let's go ahead and check the Books by Bessie as it did and click the match here. So what happened is all three of these will have gone into the categorize section. And I'm sorry, we didn't click the match for Books by Bessie, I guess. But all three of these should have gone into the categorize section. And you will do that on, as we talked about before, really on a daily basis. You don't want to let this go on and on and on and have tons of things in your bank feed. That's how things get out of order and becomes difficult to process these things and turns into a problem. So what you want to do is, if you can, every day go in, there should only be a couple every day, and take care of these one at a time. Very easy. It will take you 5 to 10 minutes, and it'll keep things up to date. So that is the bank feed section. And please keep an eye out for future videos on other areas such as expenses and invoices and so forth. We'll be doing those, and we'll see how those things are in there. The QuickBooks finds for a match. If you've liked the video, please check the subscribe at the bottom. Feel free to add comments and give us a thumbs up. Thank you.